Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in, everybody, to Two Guys and One Brit. And this is episode 2. I am Seth.
I am the Yasin, and salutations from the land of Brits.
Yes, and then last but not least, we have
apparently
Beau
I am
Tato.
Beau Tato.
Yes, Beau Tato.
Oh my
Yasin,
god!
thank you for making us that beautiful picture.
It is the best picture.
It's the best.
How it is any...
It's the best.
We'll make sure it gets posted up.
Beau has he loves memes so much he transcended space and time and became a meme.
Exactly.
Yes,
I'm just that cool.
Yep. That's what it is. So we got lots of stuff to talk about today on this podcast, and as always, we will start off with what game we're currently playing. So who would like to go first?
Anyone? Go first.
All right.
Let's see. I recently purchased Final Fantasy 14. I wasn't pressured to do it, honestly, but my ex, she's like one of the only ex-girlfriends I talk to civilly, other than my daughter's mom. But she was telling me, play Final Fantasy 14. It's really fun. I know you're a Final Fantasy fan and blah, blah, blah. So I bought it last night, and I'm assuming that everything's been downloaded. It took 3 hours to download the actual game because it's about 11 gigs. And then I did my whole sign up with Square Enix's Magnet and all that stupid shit. And then now I had to get all the patches and shit. And I said, fuck it. I left my PS4 on overnight. Didn't put it on rest mode. I just left it on, turned my TV off, and I woke up this morning. My PS4 isn't currently in rest mode due to the power settings. So hopefully everything's set up with that one. But while that was downloading, I was playing Super Meat Boy.
Nice.
Which, it's fun, but man, that game can get fucking hard, dude. It's ridiculous.
You know what? I dare you. Okay, next time you play Super Meat Boy, play the drinking version. Every time you die, take a shot.
Dude, no. I would be fucking plastered by like the 5th level, maybe further than that. Besides, I can't drink anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, so
it's kind of a Debbie Downer. I saw your attitude just kind of fade, like, oh, he can't drink. Oh, damn.
No,
well,
I don't.
He
drink
doesn't
either.
drink anyways.
Cool. I don't drink.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm the downer here. I'm the only one that does.
No, I can't drink because of medical issues.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink just personal choice.
So yeah, so by that you're saying Super Meat Boy is a very hard game because you die constantly.
It's fucking tough, dude. But
is it one of those? Is it a game like Mega Man where when you die, or in order to make progress, you have to learn where you have to memorize where you die.
Yes.
Damn it.
Definitely.
But
the thing is, with Super Meat Boy, when you die, there's no one to blame but yourself.
Yep.
It's a very well programmed game. The controls are spot on.
So you're saying it's fair?
It is a fair game. If you die, it's your fuck up for misplacing a jump or a wall bounce or whatever.
Okay.
Like, it's really fun. I recommend it. It's super, and it's free right now for anybody who has PlayStation Plus. It is free on PlayStation Network.
And he's definitely not getting paid by PlayStation.
No, I'm not getting paid by fucking Sony.
I had to check.
Right. Put that stack of cash away. So anyway, I'm playing Super Meat Boy, and then I got bored and played Super Bust Move 1 and 2 last night, which I fucking regret. It was so stupid. So yeah, that's what I'm playing. Yasin, what about you?
Nice.
I bought a couple of games, PC games the other day. I bought Lost Planet Retail for 75 cents. And it took about... I had a similar problem with install. But it's because my disk drive on this computer has something... doesn't like DVD9s for some reason. It just reads a DVD9 incredibly slowly for some reason. I don't know why. But that's just how it rolls. And it took a good chunk of about 7 hours to install Lost Planet.
Lost Planet is a great game.
It runs, and it's a fucking beautiful game.
Yes.
On max settings, with the snow effects, the environments, everything is absolutely stunning to look at. And for a game that was released in...
Oh shit, I didn't do it.
Sorry, we don't mean to interrupt you.
Was that you?
That was not me. I'm in my room, dude.
No, but it was the cop in your area.
No, it was probably my area, actually. Cops go past all the
It wasn't me.
time over here.
Alright.
But yeah, for a game released in 2007, and what is, for all intents and purposes, a 360 port. It is one beautiful game.
Yes, I actually own it on the 360. I own the collector's edition that comes in that aluminum case, you know.
Is it called the Colonies edition by any chance? Because that's the version I've got.
I think it just says collector's edition. You know what? I have the game right here. I will check. Lost Planet Extreme Condition Collector's Edition. It just says.
All right, maybe the PC version is called the Colonies edition.
But I'm opening it up right now, and it's really cool. It comes with a lot of stuff. It came with.
That's one thing. Capcom may have shady business practices, but they know how to do a damn special edition.
That's true. They do. It came with a collectible art book that came with, it shows all of the characters, all of the gadgets and enemies. And
do you remember the Street Fighter 4 collector's edition?
Hell yeah, dude. That came with Street Fighter Third Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You said collector's edition or anniversary edition?
Collector's.
Anniversary.
Or anniversary.
That's the one on PS2, right?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, because that one came with Street Fighter Third Strike, and I dare anybody to play me in that game. Anybody, please. In fact, I have it for PS. Well, do I have it on? I have PS3. Fuck. But
no, the thing is that with I know it's drifting off the point completely.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, all right. Go back to what you were saying.
Well, nothing. Anyways. I'm just a badass Akuma user, and I can pretty much beat anybody except for the Colorado State champs because they're the ones who taught me how to play. Anyway, please continue, Seth. Continue, Seth.
But anyways, another thing that this amazing collector's edition came with was a disc that you put it into your computer, and it's loaded with every soundtrack in the game, and it also has pictures, logos of the Lost Planet logo. It's got clips, like little episodes. They made a Lost Planet mini-series on this.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that shit.
Yeah, and you know where
But, guess what I did get?
What?
I got a subscription service to a defunct system. I got 1 month free for Games for Windows Live.
Yay! But guess what? Nobody plays Lost Planet.
I can't use anymore.
Yeah, nobody even plays Lost Planet Live anymore. Anyway.
I was gonna say Sega Channel, but okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 month free for a system I'm never going to use. So if anyone wants the code for 1 month free Games for Windows Live, just hit me up. I'll give you the code. It's cool.
Yeah, or if you want an email address with AOL.com. So.
Yeah! Me, Captain Classic at AOL.com.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It takes me about an hour to check each email.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also got the sequel, Lost Planet 2, but I haven't actually installed that yet.
I haven't played 2 or 3. I think we talked about
3
this.
3 is not good. Do not buy 3. 3 is shit.
I think we talked about this on the last podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, 3 is complete ass.
Yeah.
Lost Planet broke my stereo.
Nice.
I got pissed and punched it. I fucking raged. That was a long time ago, though. Anyway, moving on.
What have you been playing, Seth?
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it? It is my turn.
Yes.
Oh god, you guys are gonna laugh. I've been playing RuneScape.
Well,
I know.
Okay. It's time for obligatory.
Now let me finish. Hold on. Here's the thing.
Oh,
I used to play RuneScape back when I was in like elementary school. Okay. And I loved the old school RuneScape setup. I just liked it. And
the way you could teleport through buildings.
Yeah.
How walls just clipped everywhere.
Hold on. So I went and I looked at RuneScape 3. They have 3 versions out now. And RuneScape 3 looks like ass. I can understand why anyone would choose WoW over RuneScape. I could totally, it's understandable.
And the thing is, WoW doesn't even look that good.
I guess it's not even the fact that I think RuneScape's a good game. I don't. But it's just the nostalgia, I guess. Because it's a game I used to play when I was younger. And I noticed that they had a server for the old school RuneScape setup. And so I downloaded that app, and you can play the old school RuneScape. So I was just testing it out and playing it a little bit.
Wall clipping.
What's that?
Complete with walls that disappear. And
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, I kind of went back and just I don't know why, but I just wanted to check it out. Just like, hey, I want to see, I haven't played this game in a long time.
That program wouldn't be DOSBox, would it?
It's just called...
No, it wouldn't be.
It's just called...
not run on DOS. No.
I don't know. Jagex or something like that?
No. If it was EverQuest, then maybe it would be DOSBox, but not RuneScape.
I actually have a friend of mine who was one of the developers on EverQuest. I was thinking about bringing him onto the show one of these days.
Dude, you definitely should.
Bring him on. I have so many questions.
Should.
I used to love EverQuest.
I got so many questions.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really cool dude. His name's Eric Weil. And he's a really cool guy. He's been a friend of mine for a couple of years. And, I mean, like, having conversations with him as far as, like, the development of video games and the directions they're going and everything like that is always really good with him. And he's a big fan of Gearbox, and he loves the Borderlands series. He actually cosplayed as, I think it was just one of the random psychopaths from the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like I said, he's a really chill dude. So I might actually hit him up one of these days and see if he'd be interested in hopping in on a podcast and talking about his...
Definitely.
Well, I mean, just like as a guest,
yeah, just for a guest, yeah. I don't know, listeners out there that are listening, if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, if you want to see guests on the show, definitely leave it in the comments below.
Yes, please. I can actually ask a few people.
Beau has hookups. He's got connections. Okay.
I do have connections. Yes.
He can get anybody you want.
I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far.
Not that far, but he can get a few people.
Okay. Sounds good. All
right. So yeah, I guess RuneScape. I've been playing RuneScape.
Can you do your best 11-year-old kid with a lisp and a mullet impression?
With a lisp and a mullet.
And a mullet.
I didn't realize a mullet affected speech, but I got it.
Yeah. What's the mullet got to do with it? How do I do an impression of someone with a mullet?
Oh, that's easy. Just sing Billy Ray Cyrus songs.
I don't know Billy Ray Cyrus songs.
You want to do an impression of somebody with a mullet? Sing Achy Breaky Heart. There you go.
So, are you telling me I have to...
Hold up. Before the podcast, let's not get sidetracked with politics and the like within the podcast.
Yeah.
We get sidetracked by politics and the
like.
But
no, you're saying in order to make an impression of a kid... So you want me to sing Billy Ray Cyrus songs with a lisp?
Oh, yeah.
That's what you want. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
Oh my God, no, please.
I said I wouldn't. Jeez.
Can you just do your best impression of an 11-year-old kid with a lisp, then saying about the graphics and how they're so awesome?
Oh shit! This game is fucking amazing. I mean, I love it. RuneScape is the #1 PC game.
The graphics are so cute.
The graphics? You can walk through the walls.
You can walk through the walls.
You can trade items, you can chat, there's mini games, and there's apple juice, and you can go fishing, and you can
do anything you want, and there's even apple juice.
I love it.
Oh,
we need to go podcast entirely with a list.
And you can even find both Tato.
Fucking A. That shit's gonna haunt me.
Yep, it's gonna haunt you. Anyways, we should probably move on.
Back to topics now. News topics.
News, lots of news coming your guys' way right now. Who wants to start it off?
Well, the scientists have found the first remains of the myth. What's the one called? The legendary potato. They were found in the middle of Antarctica.
They found.
It looks like this was once a great being that reigned the earth.
Basically, what it was a potato with a face of Beau's face on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna Photoshop that shit in.
It was like a fossil. It was a potato fossil.
Is it just because I'm older than the two of you is why I'm being labeled as a fossil?
No, actually not. The legendary potato actually ruled the earth at one point in time.
Yeah, dude, that's a compliment.
By 4 warriors of something.
Yeah.
They had ketchup, so then they chipped out the potato.
It's like the worst hidden item in like Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing is to find the legendary potato.
Hell yeah.
All right, so getting back to topic and not talking about me with a fucking potato body or whatever. You mentioned Nintendo. Nintendo's got a first mobile game coming.
Yes. Nintendo. They just announced this last night, I believe. They announced the name of their first mobile game that they're making, which is called Miitomo. Yes.
Miitomo.
Yeah, that's a better way to pronounce it.
Miitomo.
Yeah. Miitomo. Nintendo's first smartphone release. So, I'm not sure exactly what this game is. I haven't gone that far into it, but what do you guys think about Nintendo making their first mobile game?
I'm honestly surprised it took this long.
Yeah, they should have jumped into the mobile market a long-ass time ago.
I was always surprised that they never did. I was always surprised that they never did, and at this point in time, I just thought, well, maybe they just never will, because if they were going to, they would have a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So it's like, they're just not even gonna worry about mobile. And then out of fucking the blue, they're coming out with a mobile game.
They've got a thing with, whatchamacallit, Docomo or whatever it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The company.
Yeah.
I do know that it's going to be free to play.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, the idea of the Mii's is just ripe for mobile exploitation, like completely.
I agree.
They could do so much with that.
So it looks like you just... I don't know. I'm looking at some pictures of the gameplay.
It's going to be like Tomodachi Life, basically. It's like a life simulator.
Like a Sims, kind of.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought it was going to be something like Street Pass.
Street Pass.
I imagine it'll probably have Street Pass capability in it if it's going to be for mobile. But it's supposed to be like, from what I'm seeing, it's basically using your Mii's created by other players. It's identical to Tomodachi Life as far as a life sim goes. There's going to be add-ons. It's a free-to-play game. There'll be add-ons and in-app purchases, so microtransaction, which is fine. So it's definitely an F2P. So I don't know. It's up in the air. The same thing with Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That I'm really curious about.
It's so weird. It sounds weird. Pokemon Go does. It's like
I honestly think it's a really cool concept.
I think it's a great concept. But I'm weirded out about how they're going to make this work.
Which one, Miitomo or Tamagotchi? Or not Tamagotchi, fucking Miitomo or Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go.
I think Pokemon Go is going to work surprisingly well.
It's going to have you going into places that you got to trespass into or get fucking charged by cops. Like, I was just going after a scyther. Well,
right, yeah.
Trespassing cars.
It'll be like Jet Set Radio, just without the color.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding.
It says that you have to actually walk around to be able to find Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also find other trainers that are nearby and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's making people, go to do their thing. But I think it's Japan's subtle way of saying, you guys are fat, you need some exercise.
Get the fuck outside and go do something. If you're gonna play Pokemon, at least do it outside.
Yeah, you're like, you're pale. Go out there and do your thing. Go find some Pokemon. So I think that's Japan's subtle way of saying,
maybe
your Americans are fat as fuck.
I think it'll work too, because this game, everybody's excited for it.
Oh, everybody loves it.
And then there was that thing where it was supposedly cancelled and it was a fucking rickroll.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because everybody loves Rick Astley. Even Rick Astley loves Rick Astley.
Oh, he embraces that shit. So yeah, we got Miitomo, and then fucking Dragon's Lair, dude, the movie.
Yes. Dragon's Lair, they're starting it. They made it a Kickstarter. It's at almost $100,000. About, let me check it right now. I'm refreshing the page as we speak. $86,945 pledged.
Wow.
Out of $550,000.
Now, did they say if it was going to be animated or live action?
It looks animated.
Then again, it's just going to be the goddamn game.
It's like the game, basically. The arcade version.
But are they just going to take the footage from the game and clean it up? Because if they're going to do that, they don't need $500,000.
It definitely does not look live action.
Because I could clean up that footage from Dragon's Lair. It's not exactly a hard thing to do, is it?
I don't think so.
I mean, the anime, if you remember from the arcade game, it looked very Disney-ish. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney
It did.
Well, it was. It was Don Bluth. It was Don Bluth. Don Bluth was a former Disney employee.
Okay, so then that makes all the sense in the world. But still,
he decided to jump ship.
I just find it funny that after all these years, they're bringing back a game that oh my god,
no one cared about.
Well,
that no one cared about.
No one liked the NES ports. The arcade was where it was at. But the NES part was straight ass.
And then no one liked the Sega CD version because you couldn't see what the fuck was going on most of the time.
Well, that's also because the Sega CD was fucking expensive too.
And it was a piece of shit.
True. Nah, I can't say the Sega CD was all bad. It had Luna, all right. Give it some credit.
Okay.
It did.
But I mean, if I had to choose, I'd just go with the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon's Lair was back out. Shit, Dragon's Lair came out. Fuck, man, that was before in the year. It was '83, long before you guys were born, and I was only like 1 year old because it came out in June of '83.
Yeah.
And it was on Jesus Christ. You know, you look at it, and you look at the animation. You're like, fuck me, is this really came out in '83? You know, but didn't really think about it. It's like, holy crap. And God, I really hate the design for Dirk the Daring. His chin, his face.
You know what? You know
Dirk the
Daring. You should play. If you don't like Dirk, go play Space Ace, and then you'll cry.
I've seen Space Ace. That one was.
It's like Dirk times by 100%.
You know, it's funny. Actually, I think the reason why I don't like Dirk the Daring's facial structure is because it reminds me a lot of Soda Popinski from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and I could never fucking get past him.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is a hard game.
If you know their patterns, it's not, but like he's such a pain in the ass. I mean, like I could beat it now, but like, and the new one for the Wii, Punch-Out Wii, but still though, I think it's because
Wii is so nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, it says the NES port for Dragon's Lair came out in 1990. So
it wasn't. That was
the NES port.
Right, but I'm talking about the original release.
The arcade,
it's a port. It's not a port. It's
Whatever.
a completely different game.
He has a point. He actually, Yasin has a point. It was a side-scroller, and it was...
It was side-scrolling, and the controls had a 30-hour delay.
Yeah, about that. I'd say more like 60. But
and it took 30 hours to get past the first screen.
AVGN reviewed it, did he not? Didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually seen that game in watching him play it. I'm like, God damn, that game is fucking garbage.
Speaking of Dragon's Lair ports, though, has anyone played the Game Boy Color version of Dragon's Lair? I've been told that's actually quite good.
Really? I have not played it.
Well, it was done by Capcom, so...
You know, actually, I've never really thought of this, but I think it's possible that Dragon's Lair could be in the top 10 worst NES games. I think it could be.
No, it's there. It's quite there.
You think so? I think so, too.
Yeah, it's there.
And then, of course, my most hated NES game. Well, I don't know if it's my most hated. I like to keep it confidential, kind of, like what my most hated is. But Friday the 13th is definitely in there. Definitely. Like, I'm talking top 3.
I like that game.
You liked it?
I
that
love
game was
Friday the
13th.
Piece of
Garbage.
You gotta
that
understand
was a
something.
Terrible
like,
game.
I know it was terrible. Like when you terrible for gamers now, but like
it's an interesting.
Hey, how about the music
the
music for Friday the 13th? Wasn't it lovely? It just repeated over and over again.
I know, but it was my music aside.
It was an interesting concept.
What?
It was an
interesting concept.
Again, it's probably the only way you could make a Friday the 13th game that worked. Otherwise, you just end up being a crappy slasher. It'd be like a crappy version of Splatterhouse.
Well, fuck it. We're talking about it. Speaking of Friday the 13th, they're coming out with a new game.
We already talked about it
last episode.
Did we really?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Oh.
I know, and it's. I love the NES original, and the reason for that is now when gamers look at it now, okay, the millennials or whatever, and they look at it like, oh my god, it was a shitty game. But remember, I was raised in the '80s. Same with my brother Random. We were both raised in the '80s, so Nintendo is what we had. So when we played Friday the 13th. We fucking loved it, and the reason for that is because we grew up watching the franchise. That was our shit. That was our babysitter. That's what we did. We love horror movies.
It has value to you, and that's understandable.
It does have very sentimental value to you. And I mean, I can message my brother online anytime. Like, dude, you ever want to play Friday the 13th again? He's like, fuck yes. I think I actually bought him the copy of the actual cartridge of the game that he has for nostalgic purposes. The same as me, I got my copy of Godzilla for NES down below me, and it's just nostalgia. It's sentimental. Yes, I get it now when you really look at it later on in life, and it's like, yeah, the game was garbage. But as a kid, it was the coolest fucking thing ever. You know, going through the house and being creeped out because Jason's in there. You don't know where he's at. You turn around and then doom, 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 and he's like right in front of you in that purple ass fucking jumpsuit.
Barney.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the way they animated the weapons in his hand, the machete looked like a turkey baster, and the fucking axe looked like a hairbrush. So Beau has a very good point, everybody. You know, that's something that nobody can really take away from you is your sentimental value towards something. And like, there's a lot of games I feel the same way for. Me personally, I've always hated Friday the 13th. I thought it was a terrible game. And and it makes sense where Beau's coming from, because it's like, before the critics came in and said, "Oh, this game's a piece of shit," there was probably a lot of people that did enjoy the game. I get critics where they're coming from, and when it all boils down to it, it's just their opinion. But if people let their perception and view of games be swayed by some guy screaming in a microphone, yelling obscenities like every 10 seconds or whatever, and I mean, really, to me, it's like, dude, you can't think for yourself. Like, okay, they don't like the game. Got it. You play it. If you've never played it, don't judge it. So if you watch X reviewer review Friday the 13th or whatever, and he's like, oh my god, this game is fucking terrible, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. That's his or her opinion. Play the motherfucker before you say, you know what, I disagree, the game's actually not that bad, or you know what, I played the game, I agree, the game is shit. Don't go off of what they say.
Anybody who's never played a game does not have the right to say anything about it.
Exactly. Thank you, Seth.
I don't care how many videos on YouTube you've seen of someone playing a game. You can't just say, this game was a piece of shit. Oh, but I've never played it.
Exactly. It goes under the whole category of don't judge a book by its cover. But in this case, don't let somebody judging a book by its cover sway you from reading said book.
Judging a game based on its box art is something completely different.
Oh, we're talking about Mega Man 1
yeah. He looks... Oh, my God.
I took a chance with that
terrible.
game. I took a chance with that game in 1987 in late December. I took a chance with that game. And it was the best fucking decision I ever made in my life.
I would, yeah.
You know what I'd love to say? Someone make the sprite from Mega Man 1 to make it look like the cover art sprite.
God, that would be...
Like, change it into a gun and everything.
Just a big fat dude in a blue suit with his gut sticking out. He got a little belly button showing, and it's just like, well, I'm going to save the world after I finish eating this cheeseburger. Yeah.
There's a few NES games that I can think of that were the first NES games I've ever played. And actually Friday the 13th was in there, but I even hated it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I've always had that opinion towards it. But some other ones that were in there, my dad, he loved Kid Icarus. He played Kid Icarus all the freaking time. And that was a good game. That was very good.
I found it. Oh my god, I actually found it.
What'd you find?
I'm putting it in the, you guys got to see this shit, like, right now. I found it.
Alright, I'm looking, and it's... Mega Man! But the original 8-bit version of the cover art of Mega Man 1.
Yo, dude, put that if you can put that in the still shot.
That is done in the YouTube video.
Yeah, if you can do that in the still shot, just to show everybody how we're taking a look here, that's bad box art Mega Man if he were 8-bit. And it's look at the bags under his eyes. It looks like he's been sleeping for like 8 hours over what he normally does. He's just slow as shit. Got that little fucking. Oh my god, that's glorious.
Is it actually in the game, or is that just someone's edited?
That's somebody made a sprite of that, an animated GIF of that, and it's super fucking
so it's
good.
It's not actually a ROM hack.
No, that would be cool if it was though.
I was hoping it'd be a ROM hack.
You never know. It might very well be.
Because the way Mega Man's sprite is built, you couldn't do it. Because Mega Man's only made of 4 colors.
Yes, that's true.
Blue, yellow,
Sand.
There's too many colours.
Sand. The color of sand.
Yeah, because if you include the colour of his gun, that's 5. You can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, NES had limitations, though. But anyway, so what's next? So we've got the Dragon's Lair movie. Let's hope that, it'd be kind of cool to see it. I did receive an email from Squeenix this morning about the new Nier game. They finally gave it a name. It's called Nier Automata.
Oh, Nier Automata.
I really liked the first Nier. I bought it on a whim, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
they sent me a screenshot of one of the characters. Here, I'll send it to you guys, and Seth, if you want to throw that in the page, it's really.
Are you allowed to? Isn't there like a confidence clause you have to?
No, I'm not under any confidentiality clause. This is just them announcing the release of the game. I'm not under an embargo. That's the fucking name I was looking for. An embargo. Yeah, I'm not under an embargo for this, so it's perfectly fine. This is a press release that they send me. So what this says is that I'm allowed to post this as a press release on my website to let everybody know, hey, Nier's got a sequel, and it's called Nier Automata. Here's a picture of it, of a chick with boobs and a blindfold.
Is anything about?
Oh my gosh,
Is there anything about Nier Automata on Broken Analog yet?
Not yet, but there will be.
Okay, just wondering.
What did you think of the first Nier?
I thought it was good. I liked it.
I really liked the first. It was a blend of a lot of different types of game, and it succeeded in most of it, honestly. Like there are bits that it didn't like. The frame rate wasn't really hot.
I like the voice acting, especially for Vice, the Grimoire. He's such a smart
I really liked some of the battles as well. Like the bullet hell battles were surprisingly well done.
I agree with you.
Corridor.
Yeah, I agree with you. Corridor. And a lot of them were bitch bosses, as I like to call them. But yeah, it's we'll probably put a post up on Broken Analog sometime today with all of this, and but definitely, yeah, the picture I just sent you guys, definitely check that. I think it's going to be displayed here shortly in this part.
All right.
But yeah, that's Nier Automata, and
nice.
So the other thing we were going to discuss today, as far as the podcast goes, is recently there has been a petition brought about for the calling for Sony to remake Legend of Dragoon.
Yes.
And I want this to happen.
I do too.
I really
Legend of Dragoon, originally on the PS1, and it's coming back. It's coming.
It is. I want it to come back so bad. Within the description below, we'll provide a link to the change.org petition.
Yes.
And I'm encouraging everybody to please sign this petition so we can tell Sony, hey man, you guys got a great IP. Fucking remake it, give it out. I mean, they renewed the.
Who developed
Sony?
Sony themselves. It was an internal studio.
It was an internal. Okay. It was an internal game, and it did so well. I mean, yeah, they marketed it as the Final Fantasy killer. Well, it didn't kill Final Fantasy, but the game left such a solid impact on gamers everywhere, and it was such an amazing, amazing game. And I would love to see this remade. In fact, here's a couple of things, and I mean, I'm gonna step on the soapbox for a bit, boys. So hope
that's
you don't
fine.
mind.
Go ahead.
Have fun.
For one, the biggest thing, what I'd like to see for this remake is I'd like for them to update the graphics to 1080p, gorgeous 1080p. Okay. Keep the soundtrack exactly it is. Remaster the sound and the music. Clean it up, make it look nice. Don't re-record it, because they did that with the Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD remix, or HD remake, and or re-release, excuse me. And it wasn't until the PS4 version is when you could finally change the sound back from the new one to the original. I don't like the remade soundtrack, because the boss or the battle theme sounded like it was done by a mariachi band. Yeah, it was. I didn't like it at all. But keep the music the same, or if you're gonna change it, at least give people the option to change it to its original or back to the new one. Definitely keep the battle system the same. Don't fucking change it. Keep it exactly like it is. And maybe add an extra character.
That would be nice.
Maybe throw in some more side
characters. Yeah. Make Doge a secret character.
Make Doge. Yeah, just the fucking Shiba Inu just out of nowhere. Or is it a Shiba Inu? Is that what Doge is?
Yes, it is a Shiba Inu.
Okay, yeah, just a random Shiba Inu with Dragoon armor. But no, just throw in an extra character, some extra side quests, some more hidden bosses or whatever. But the big thing that I want personally, and this is just me, is I would love the voice actor and actresses to be changed up. The original voice actors and actresses for the original game, the voice acting was fucking horrible. It really was. I hate to say it. I mean, it wasn't nowhere near as bad as the original Resident Evil game. We all know how the voice acting in that was.
Hey, that was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Yeah, think about that. I mean,
Jill sandwich.
I know it was the script and the translation, maybe all that stuff, but the voice acting was horribly executed. They could have did so much better. Because it's most of the time it sounded like they were acting, and I use that loosely, the term loosely, acting, but I could very well be wrong. But I think that the voice lineup for the game should be changed up a bit, and especially with the main characters. For example, let's start with Dart. Dart is the main character. His original voice actor is John Butterfield. Okay, he's done nothing else but that voice. My suggestion for a replacement voice actor for Dart would be Roger Craig Smith, who is the current voice actor for Chris Redfield.
I think he'd do a pretty damn good job.
If you guys, give me an opinion, give me something to work with.
Steroid abuse on it.
Yeah, as long as he's not. Yeah, as long as he's not punching boulders at Albert Wesker for no damn reason.
No, of course you gotta punch Albert Wesker. It's fucking Wesker.
Yeah, but with a boulder.
Blew his fucking head off with a rocket launcher. Wesker, for all intents and purposes, is dead.
Yeah. It's
always a fucking. Oh my god! Don't bring that shit up. Oh god. Alex Wesker, and you didn't even fight Alex Wesker. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't played it, but anyway, Shauna.
It's a fun game until you meet Alex Wesker.
It surprised the fuck out of me. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I know Shauna. Okay, Shauna's the next character. She's like the girl next door, Dart's little sister turned lover later on. They have a relationship and all that stuff. Donna Mae Wong is her original voice actress, who also voiced Rena Lanford in Star Ocean: The Second Story. I actually did not know that, which explained why a lot of the voices when she yells out her spells, like in mostly every other Star Ocean game, how some of them sound really cool and some of them sound broken as fuck. I would say Laura Post would be a great Shauna. She did Valentine and Skullgirls as an example. She did a lot of League of Legends stuff too. Laura Post would be perfect for Shauna. Let's see, Lavitz. Everybody loves Lavitz. He was the spear user. He was also the Wind Dragoon or Green Dragoon. Mike Marks is his original voice actor. He hasn't really done much of anything, but as an alternative to that, I'd say Matt Mercer, who's the current voice of Leon Kennedy.
Okay.
I think he would make a perfect Lavitz.
You're making an awful lot of Capcom.
I know a lot of voice actors, and I've got this thing where...
Do they all mostly work for Capcom?
They don't... Voice actors don't actually work for a game company.
But they do a lot of work for Capcom.
Most of them. Most of them do. I mean, Roger Craig Smith, of course, does Chris Redfield, but he was Batman in Arkham Origins. So, and he did a really good job.
Can we cue the I'm Batman?
Yeah. It just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But yeah, Matt Mercer for Lavitz definitely be. This is just my opinion. This is a suggestion. So Albert, who takes over for Lavitz when something happens. He also is the voice of Melbu Frama, which is another game antagonist. He was done by David Babbage. David Babbage actually has a very long list of things that he's done. I didn't know this, but he did the voice for Ashton Anchors in Star Ocean: Second Story. I didn't know that either. And I'm guessing a lot of original voice actors on this list did some work for Star Ocean. I do love that game, and so he did Ashton Anchors. But I'd say as an alternative for David Babbage, I would recommend Quentin Flynn for Albert, because Quentin Flynn has a naturally boyish voice. I mean, you can hear him as Axel in Kingdom Hearts. Definitely hear him as Reno in Lord of the... How was I going to say Lord of the Rings? In Final Fantasy...
Yeah. Say Lord of
the Shadows.
Quentin Flynn is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. You know, so I mean, and Raiden, of course, in Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. So Quentin Flynn definitely for Albert. Rose is a favorite character for a lot of people. She was the Dark Dragoon, no nonsense type of chick. She was voiced by Willie Maccabi, I think is how you pronounce it. I'd say for her, I would recommend Danielle McRae. Hands down, Danielle McRae as Rose, because she did her voice is for Painwheel in Skullgirls is perfect for the attitude that Rose has and how she fights. So I would definitely go with Danielle McRae for that one. Hashel, I guess is how you pronounce it. He was like the old martial artist. He was the Thunder Dragoon. He was voiced by Brian Voglis, who also did the voice for Cyril, one of the 10 wise men in Star Ocean: The Second Story. And I did like the fight with Cyril. It was really fun. For him, I'd say KLASSIC, hands down. He's done a lot of martial arts characters. I think Gohan in Dragon Ball Z was one of them. He also voiced my favorite Star Ocean character, Diaz Flack, in the PSP re-release, of which I have an autographed copy of Star Ocean Second Evolution, autographed by him, that I got, which I'm really, really proud of. And that will never go on eBay. Fuck those people who get autographs of something and sell it on eBay. Seriously, fuck those guys.
Yeah, it's not...
That's so disrespectful.
That's another thing about sentimental value. It's... As you know, if someone signs something for you and then you go and fucking throw it up on eBay, it's like the value is gone sentimentally.
It is, and and to me it's a huge disrespect. And there's a lot of VO artists that hate that shit, that they'll sign something for somebody and then they'll turn around and go sell it on eBay for like $300. Fuck them. Seriously, if somebody signs something for me, I'm going to keep that because it's a sentimental value. For example, I've got that copy of Star Ocean signed by KLASSIC as my favorite character, which was a real big privilege for me. On my shelf, I have a replica of Mega Man's helmet, and that's signed by the Megas, and that's never going anywhere.
Dude.
Actually,
nice.
Not all of them.
I've seen the video you showed me.
I'm missing one signature. I'm missing Double D. He's the keyboardist. I'm missing his signature. So next time I see him, I'll have to make sure he signs it, and I'll have all 5 of them. But that's never going. But you see, my point is that if you're
I see your point, and I know I have a perfect example. There's this musician. His name is Ben Sharp, and he goes by Cloud Kicker, and he does instrumental, like a lot of metal, and he also does a lot of soft stuff too. And I've been a fan of his for a long time, and he does everything on his own. He does guitar, bass, drums, everything, right? He makes everything he does alone. And I've been a fan of his for a long time, and he used to do physical releases. And I bought a CD from him once, and I talked to him through email because I was a big fan of his, and had him sign this CD for me. And on the CD, he wrote his signature, Ben Sharp, and then put "Thanks, Seth" on the bottom of it.
Nice.
Now, especially something like that, why would anybody want to sell something like that on eBay?
Yeah, it's personalized.
It's like,
why would you? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I'm saying, anybody who's listening, if
And I'm gonna throw a picture up here as well, so you guys can see what the signature.
Yeah, and for anybody who's listening, seriously, if a voice actor or actress signs something for you, don't turn around and sell it. That's fucked up, because I mean,
it's disrespectful.
It's highly disrespectful, and it really upsets the voice actors. Not so much the fact that you're profiting off of their signature. Actually, it is the fact that you're profiting off of their signature, but the fact that they were kind enough to sign something of yours for you as a way of saying thank you for supporting me in the work that I do. You turn around and sell it, you're a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, to not get amped up over it. So the next character is Meru. Meru is this really hyperactive. She's a wingly, I guess. She's a hyperactive character in the game. She becomes the Water Dragoon. She's originally voiced by Lucy Key. I'm going to say Megan McCarthy as a suggestion. Now, for those of you who know who Megan McCarthy is, Megan McCarthy she's a gal on Vine who has a naturally high-pitched voice. It's adorable, especially when she did her I think it was Thumper from Bambi, and she did a spot on impersonation of Thumper. She also did a really good Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. That was really good. So I would recommend her for Meru, hands down. I think she's adorable. I think she's a very, very gorgeous woman, very cute girl, and her voice is just so cute. You just want to be like, oh my God, stay with me, do your voice, whatever. So there's that. Kongol was another character. He becomes the Golden Dragoon later on. This is really cool. He was voiced by Ernie. I think I'm saying it right. Ernie Faselius, who was the voice for Trantor the Troll and Ernest Scared Stupid, for anybody who's ever watched the Ernest movies. He also voiced the Rancor Keeper I forget his name, but he also voiced the Rancor Keeper in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I would keep him. I would ask him to come back as the voice actor for Kongo. I couldn't recommend anybody else. I would have him come back and voice Kongo, hardcore. And then last but not least is one of the series antagonists. His name is Lloyd, or before you get his name, he's known as the Platinum-Haired Man. He was voiced by John Russell originally. For him, I would probably suggest Ruben Langdon, who is the voice of Dante from Devil May Cry. Imagine
Nice.
that arrogance would work so well for Lloyd, because he is an arrogant ass, and Dante is a very arrogant ass, but very fucking cool about it. I could not suggest anybody else other than Ruben Langdon to do that voice for Lloyd, just because of how you take Dante and you're voicing him as Lloyd, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know who it is, Dante or Lloyd, but he would be perfect for it. So that's my suggestion list. You know, Roger Craig Smith, Laura Post, Matt Mercer, Quentin Flynn, Danielle McRae, Kyle Hebert, Megan McCarthy, keeping Ernie Foselius, and Ruben Langdon. And that would be my suggestion for the remake for the voiceovers. Now, this is just my suggestion. I don't know if you people would agree with me or disagree with me. Please feel free to post in the comments and let us know. We love reading them.
Yes.
Even if you were going to be a total ass clown about it, we'll still read it, laugh, and give you a thumbs up. But anyway,
For sure.
I would love to see a remake of that happen. So please follow the link. Go sign the petition. If you're a fan of the game, this is an opportunity for it to happen. I mean, if they could fucking remake DuckTales, why can't they remake Legend of Dragoon? Think about that.
But DuckTales is amazing.
Don't care.
Well, so
I'm
is
just saying
Legend of Dragoon, exactly.
Yeah, they remade DuckTales. They remade it. They took it from NES and they remade it for Wii, and it looked gorgeous. It looked awesome. They brought Alan Young in to do the voice for Scrooge. I know we talked about this last time, but think about it. If they can remake DuckTales.
I think Sony is probably the biggest culprit of ignoring their past IPs.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they're shit now. So,
I mean, what's the last Wipeout game we got?
Fuck Wipeout.
I don't count the Vita game.
I'm like,
The Vita game was shit.
I have no idea. Wipeout, fuck Wipeout.
Okay,
You don't
anyways.
like Wipeout?
No. Fuck no.
How can you not love Wipeout?
Because the only racing game that's worth a damn is Mario Kart and F-Zero. Fuck Wipeout.
Hey, I like SSX. That's a good one.
You would.
Okay, fine.
That's good,
but
dude.
The best F-Zero game wasn't even made by Nintendo.
No, the only one that I like was the one on SNES. All the other ones suck.
Anyways, have you heard of...
F-Zero game wasn't even made by Nintendo. It was
I'm
made by
trolling, Yasin. I'm just trolling you, dude.
Have you guys heard of Mirror's Edge Catalyst?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst,
Is that the sequel to the first Mirror's Edge?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It got announced at E3.
So you guys have heard of it?
Oh yeah.
I have.
Upcoming game. It will be released on February 23rd of 2016 here in North America. And
We're around the same age here.
speaking of, now, Beau, you mentioned David Babbage earlier. He's actually going to be in it.
Yeah, but his role is labeled as scientist.
Yeah,
So,
he's a scientist.
Yeah, it's going to be one of
like
those
that.
NPCs that randomly talks as you walk by, and whatever. I understand that.
The thing with Mirror's Edge overall, like, I mean, I like the game. The game is fun, but it suffers the same damn problem any first-person game that tries to do platforming does. You have no spatial awareness. Like, where are you in relation to everything else?
That's a good point.
Like, I mean, sure, you can see your feet, but you're not going to constantly look at your feet, are you?
No, you're going to be looking in front of you.
No, you're going to be looking.
You don't know where you, like, I mean, okay, let's jump back to, I don't know, Doom 3 in the Hell section where you have to jump on the platform, and you don't know how far away from the edge you are when you make the jump, and then you end up falling and dying every fucking time.
Sounds like somebody doesn't like Doom 3.
I love Doom 3.
You just hate that part. Yeah, I love the Doom series.
Yeah, I love Doom 3. In fact, I brought it with me. I love it that much.
I think I have Doom.
Why didn't you just bring all your games?
I'm not bringing 400 games.
I would.
I don't have the space in here to store 400 games.
Hey, you know what,
Keep
Seth?
them on your bed.
Seth, if you don't have it, since you have a 360, right?
Yes, sir.
Buy the Doom 3 BFG edition.
Okay.
That comes with Doom 3, both expansions, the new expansion they added, and then Doom 1 and Doom 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I own both Doom 3 is in normal, and I own the BFG edition, both retail, and they're both fantastic.
Yeah.
I do love Doom, and I've played Doom 3 with my friend, and
Oh,
but yeah,
God,
I don't
Seth's
own it.
dead.
But
No, he's still there. I can hear him. His connection, like,
No, he's back,
we'll hear it
he's
in the
back.
audio.
He
but
died for a bit.
I'm
waiting
here.
the new Doom, hands down. I'm waiting for the new Doom. Holy shit, man! I am fucking psyched for that.
That gore.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the gore.
No, but I love it because I've been a fan of Doom for years, man. I mean, Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it's not just about the gore.
Wolfenstein 3D was the first-person shooter I ever played on the PC. But
So
when
what is this new?
Wolfenstein.
when I played Doom, I said, "Fuck Wolfenstein! It is all about Doom now," and I just played it.
Oh, are we gonna do bad German accents about Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein? I don't know. I'm not. My roommate.
Oh yeah, it's good. Wolfenstein is good.
Das ist gut, yeah. No, my roommate actually speaks fluent German. Well, I would say.
So does my brother.
Yeah, well, that's because he married a German lady. Oh no, he was
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say
he
that
was
the reason
stationed in
why he
Germany
speaks
for 2
German is because
years.
he's married to a German lady. That's kind of fucked up. I'd say if
Well,
you learn
yeah.
German to talk to her, though, that's really cool. That's
actually,
love right there, brother. As far as I'm concerned.
It's love. Okay, a little backstory on my brother and how he met his wife. So they were like in a club or whatever in Germany, and
German
they
techno's the
actually
best.
taught. Okay, his wife couldn't speak English. He couldn't speak German. They used Google Translate to talk to each other.
You know what? I think you discussed this on episode 1.
Have
No,
I?
you
Oh,
discussed this
wait,
before,
no, it was
episode
before
one.
we started. Never mind.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, you told us, and I said, that, you know what, that's really cool. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that
And
language
then we
barrier.
imagined how the bedroom went.
Yeah.
I don't think at that point language would really matter. I think it's all about body language at that point.
Yeah, it's body language. Then it don't matter
Yeah.
what language you speak.
Yeah, if she said
No.
Essen man Scheiße, then he'd be in trouble. Be like,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't
Yeah,
go that direction.
Ew. But yeah,
I haven't done German in about 3 years, but I know exactly what I mean.
yeah, we do. So what is the new Doom gonna be called, by the way?
Doom.
Doom.
Just Doom.
It's literally
Just
called
Doom, man.
Okay.
It was going to be called Doom 4, then Romero fucked
That's
off
right, that's
somewhere.
right.
He went to
And
go
Romero
work on
fucked
the...
off back to Sweden, and then I don't know what happened.
He went to go work on Oculus Rift, I think. Or to devote more time to it. But yeah, it's just called
and then,
Doom.
And then because if you look at the early beta footage for Doom 4, it was gonna be like Call of Duty. You're gonna be like fighting people.
Yeah, but at least id Software is developing it, and that to me is fucking awesome. Sure, Bethesda.
But the thing is, remember, it's not the same id Software that developed Doom 3. John Carmack left, Tom Hall left, Romero left. No one that made Doom is still at id.
Right, but you make it sound as if if those people are not going to pass off their skills and techniques to the next generation, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, there's always that. I mean, it's theory, but we won't know. Once again, we won't know until we actually play the game.
True.
And from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be more. It's going to be more like Doom 1 than Doom 3.
That's fine. I'm okay with that, because I hated that fucking PDA system in Doom 3. That was the one thing I didn't like.
I loved the PDA system in Doom 3. I thought it really added to the backstory.
No, I mean,
Like,
it's
it
like
made
you
the
gotta
world
collect
living.
fingerprints and shit with it. It's like, really? Come on. To me, in Doom, the way
Like, I
Doom
mean,
played was you have 3 keys to go get: blue, red, and yellow. If you can't get through a door because it's a yellow door, you gotta go find the fucking yellow key. How do you get the yellow key? You gotta find the red key. Where's the red key? Oh, it's over there. There's a bunch of Keiko demons that are blocking it. Okay. That, my friend, is Doom.
Keiko demons.
Keiko
I love
demons.
that. They fire cake at you.
Fire balls of lightning. But the thing about it, it's like when you hear them screech, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit, where are they? And they're never right in front of you
First
either.
of
They're
all,
always
it's not
behind you off to
Keiko
the
demon,
side.
It's Cacodemon. Firstly, it's Cacodemon, and secondly, Keiko Demon sounds like great fun.
Keiko demons, Caco demons, tomato, tomato, bow, potato, bow,
Tomato, tomato, potato.
Potato, botato, really gonna go there?
Yeah, potato, botato,
If I'm wrapped in a blanket, I'm a burrito.
burrito.
Fucking hate my fucking
Burrito.
name!
You realize
God.
all these pictures are being shown right now on YouTube, right?
Oh my god.
Little potato, little bow burrito.
Bostada, burrito, burritos.
Yep, it's all
Burritos,
there.
Cool Ranch burritos. How about Bovie
Cool Ranch.
Russia? Let's go with that one. I
Okay.
love it. I'm gonna give Yasin a fucking heart attack laughing over there.
Yeah.
So let's just say I'm on the floor now.
Put down the burrito.
So I've already said my share of Legend of Dragoon. We've already talked about our news. Do we have anything left before we?
I think
wrap up.
Before we wrap it up. Like
well, that was quite a good speech on Legend of Dragoon.
Thank
by the
you.
Way. Look, I mean, I like Legend of Dragoon. I didn't play it when it was released because I was a Dreamcast kid and I had Grandia, so fuck you. And
Grandia's good. Grandia's like Lunar on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with better music.
You know what? I'm forced to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I had Grandia and I was pretty sad. And then I had Skies of Arcadia and then I just said fuck everything.
Well, Skies of Arcadia was still pretty good though. At least I
loved. That's what I said. I said fuck everything else. I love Skies of Arcadia.
Yeah, I mean it was a good game.
It's one of my favorite games.
I can tell you right now though, if you want to play Legend of Dragoon, the easiest way to do it, if you have a PS3, it is available on PlayStation Network. I think for like $10.
Okay.
Or if you're going to be a filthy pirate, EPSX.
I have that. It was such a bitch to configure.
It is,
or if you're just going to be like Captain Classic, just go buy the game on PS1.
Ooh, listen to him. Okay.
It's an expensive game to get a hold of.
No, it's not.
$20. It's a bit more expensive than your average PS1 game.
It looks like we're in our Beau versus Yasin thingy here, where we see who's right. Because this I feel like this is gonna happen quite a bit. Beau and Yasin are gonna be doing a lot of
friendly debates.
Debating. Yeah. So I'm looking it up here. Legend of Dragoon.
Keep in mind, there's original and greatest hits.
Okay. Are we looking at? Are we just looking up the PSX?
Let's go original. Yeah, let's go original.
Okay, greatest hits is about. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like there's only. Okay, well, I typed in PSX and that gave me less results. Okay, for the original, just as is about a $30 game.
Yeah,
greatest hits. There's not much of a price difference.
Damn.
I see a couple copies that are like, oh, here's one that's like $7, free shipping. But it's the disc only.
But yeah, no one buys disc only games.
No, I never do. But yeah, here's the complete collection. It looks like it's in great condition on eBay. All 4 discs, $30, and free shipping.
Oh.
And if you buy it for me, you'll get a free Games for Windows Live 1 month free trial.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're just trying to upsell that fucking thing so hard, dude. Oh,
by the way,
awesome.
everybody, I have made a Spreadshirt account for Captain Classic. I made 2 t-shirts for Captain Classic that are about $20 if you want to buy them. Or, I also created this. Guys, you're going to love this. I made a 2Guys1Brit shirt. $15.
Get the fuck out of here. That's
I made
awesome.
a 2Guys1Brit shirt on Spreadshirt.com. The link is right here in the description below. And you guys can check out the 2Guys1Brit shirt if you guys want to do that. Yep, free shipping, $15, that's it. And so, yeah.
You know what, I'm gonna up my game here. If you buy me Legend of Dragoon for $30, I'll include 2 1-month free trials for Xbox Live, Games for Windows Live, because I just found I got another one.
Here's the thing. Here's one up on that one. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe, and also be sure to share us out to everybody on your Facebook.
Share it with everybody you can.
Share on your Twitter, share on your Instagram, on your Tumblr, however. Get us out there. Let us know. Let people know that, hey, these guys, we discuss video games on a gamer level. We're not paid to do this. We do it because it's fun and it's casual.
We love doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. If you like us, please like and subscribe. Definitely share our videos out. Comment. Yes. Give us your feedback. We love to hear.
Give us everything you can. We feed off of your feedback.
Yeah, Yasin feeds off of souls, but that's besides the point.
If you don't get any feedback, a poor Captain Classic will go hungry today.
Yeah, that's right.
For only 10 cents a day, you can feed.
I'm holding out my little can cup in the alley.
Cup.
Yeah, my little change cup.
Oh, that's
Give me a comment. Give me a comment.
But anyway, thank you all very much for listening on the podcast. Once again, I'm Beau Dufrene from Broken Analog.
I am Seth, also known as Captain Classic, also on Broken Analog.
And I'm not on Broken Analog because I'm a filthy casual. Hopefully there will be more AVP on Retro Gamer Guardian 90, which is the best name ever made.
It is the best name ever made. Very long.
It is. It's a long name. It's a mouthful.
It's almost as good.
It's a mouthful of potatoes.
Oh my God, Seth! Oh. Thank you anyway. Thank you all very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Now Yasin has to go to his potato party or whatever it is.
Yeah, I do. All right, then see you guys.
All right,
Take
see
care,
ya.
everyone.
Thanks for
Have
watching.
a good one.